Morning. Buenos días. Start. Agustín, ¿listo?
Listo.
So, good morning. Today is April 12th. You're already back. Welcome to our PIC meeting. I've been gone. I've had a lot of things, bills and out of town. So Miss Arce, Mr. Agustin, and Miss McKenna and Miss McDermott did a great job about filling in. I am Olga, your Community Family Engagement Director. Agustin, who is
ELL counselor.
Miss Cristina Arce, and Miss McKenna, and Dakota, who helps us with everything.
We should put them on it.
Yeah, we should. Move on to the next slide. So these are, did you want to translate anything? Not yet, right?
Bienvenidos todos a la junta. Esta es la junta de abril, la junta que tenemos con todos los padres. Ya hicimos las introducciones de todas las personas que trabajamos en el equipo con los padres. Este es el calendario que tenemos de los eventos.
Past events. So I'm not going to go all through all of them. I would like to, Miss Cristina, talk a little bit about the college and career fair that took place last month. That was a huge success.
Yeah, so we had our college and career fair for our sophomores and our juniors. It was a really, really big success. Personally, I was a little nervous of how the kids were gonna react to it, but the kids, I think, were really impressed by it. I think a lot of the kids thought that it was just going to be colleges and universities, but we had militaries there, we had trade schools there. A lot of kids were excited for those things, and a lot of kids have come to me and said that they want to, or they would like me to invite some of those people back on campus so they can learn more about that. So hopefully I'll get to do that before the end of the school year. If not, that's something that we'll definitely look forward to at the beginning of next year.
Estaba hablando un poquito de, en marzo 9 tuvimos los colegios, la feria de colegios aquí en el gimnasio de la prepa. Entonces estamos hablando de cómo fue un evento muy bueno. Los estudiantes pudieron ver diferentes colegios, diferentes escuelas que les pueden ayudar en el futuro. Entonces también pudieron venir los padres, diferentes información para los padres, para los estudiantes. Los estudiantes les gustó mucho. Los estudiantes quisieran que vuelvan de nuevo para agarrar más información. Entonces, en su totalidad fue un muy buen evento y les ayudó mucho a los estudiantes.
Thank you. And then we had our spring extravaganza that was exciting. Despite the rain, we didn't know if we would go inside, stay outside. Ms. Camejo was a huge help with making sure that we had eggs all over the place for all the grade levels. So we made it work with what we had, and I think it went well.
Yeah.
We had a lot of community partners that came in and had resources for our families.
El 29 de marzo también tuvimos nuestro evento de primavera. Este día estuvo un poquito malo por el clima. Estaba lloviendo, luego no estaba lloviendo. No sabíamos si lo íbamos a hacer adentro o afuera, pero al final todo tuvo que pasar lo que tuvo que pasar. Fue un muy buen evento, con mucha gente, y gracias a todas las personas que nos ayudaron, que participaron, y fue un buen evento para la comunidad y para la escuela.
And then we had our whale watching trip that about 80 kids participated, and that was, it went really well.
Y luego también tuvimos la excursión para ver a las ballenas, para ver a las ballenas. Entonces fue una muy buena excursión y alrededor de 80 estudiantes fueron a esa excursión.
Thank you. All right, moving on to the upcoming event.
Y los eventos que vienen.
Let me see one more thing. So we have a lot of testing coming up, and we'll send out information with that of the dates, right? Do we send that out? Okay, so always check the website. Everything's always listed on there. Sometimes we don't get flyers out on time, but it's always on the website. For sure, you can go on there and find updated information of any upcoming events.
Entonces, este es el calendario, como puede ver en el calendario para ahorita de abril, a muchas fechas de exámenes que tienen que tomar los estudiantes. Entonces, desde ahorita hasta el final del año, en un mes, es puro examen. Puede ver en el sitio de internet, en la página que tenemos nosotros, ahí todas las fechas que vienen de los exámenes que van a tomar los estudiantes.
So for the Knott's Berry Farm trip, very important. This is for our 8th grade students. We extended the date. The big thing is for parents that you don't have to pay everything in full. The big thing is RSVP, get that $10 payment in so that we can reserve a shirt for your student, and then we can add them to the list. So it's super important to get that in, and then we have a schedule for payments.
Para los estudiantes en el grado 8 de los estudiantes que van a la excursión a Asbury Park, ese parque de diversiones que se llama Asbury Park, extendieron la fecha límite, entonces ahí está la nueva fecha. Por favor, si su estudiante está interesado o interesado en ir, se extendió la fecha para que dé los $10, no tiene que pagar en su totalidad, pero pague los $10 para que le reserven la playera que se van a llevar y para que sea parte de esas.
And then we have the Cowabunga Bay SBAC celebration. This is for students who passed their SBAC test from last year. We'd like to celebrate them, and we're inviting them to go to Cowabunga Bay, and that's paid by the school. But the biggest thing is RSVP. A lot of the kids haven't done it yet, so today we're going to go around with cards that they can take home with the QR code. It's just a matter of putting in the information and make sure that we get them on the list so they can participate on this event on the 27th.
El 27 de abril también va a haber la excursión a Cowabunga Bay. Estos son los estudiantes que pasaron el examen SBAC del año pasado. Si su estudiante pasó el SBAC del año pasado, le van a dar un código para que se pueda meter en internet para que pueda ir el 27 de abril.
And then this Friday, it's not listed on here. Or did she, I think she did add, it's not listed on mine. On the 14th is the middle school dance, and that is from 6 to 8 in the multi-purpose room. And then kids can purchase their tickets. I think there's two options. It's on our website, but there's a $10 option and a $20 option. And that'll be in the multi-purpose room this Friday.
Este viernes también va a haber el baile de los grados de 6 a 8. Entonces puede comprar su ticket aquí con nosotros. Hay una opción de $10 y de $20. Entonces, si su estudiante quiere venir a este baile, va a ser este viernes de 6 de la tarde a 8 de la tarde. Y aquí puede comprar su ticket con nosotros.
And then we have the high school spring formal. We don't have seniors, so we aren't doing a prom. However, we are just doing an event off campus. It's going to take place in I think it's called the Whitney Ranch, something like that. It's in Whitney Ranch, but it's going to be a really nice event for the students. And that flyer is also posted on our website at 29.
Okay, el 29 de este mes también vamos a tener el baile de la prepa. No vamos a tener este año lo que se llama prom aquí para los que celebran cuando se van a salir de la prepa, porque todavía no tenemos estudiantes del grado 12. El siguiente año sí vamos a tener lo que se llama prom, pero sí vamos a tener un baile para los que están en la prepa. Va a ser no va a ser aquí, va a ser en un lugar que se llama Whitney Ranch. Puede comprar las tickets aquí también con nosotros si su estudiante está interesado o interesada en ir a ese baile.
So the tickets currently are at $50. They were $40 before the break. They're $50 now. At the door, they will be $60. If the students will be required to show an ID for entry, and then if there are any non-matter students that would like to attend, they have to fill out a permission slip prior to the dance.
Entonces el ticket ahorita está $50 aquí con nosotros. Si lo compra ahí el día, ahí en el evento van a ser $60. Para los estudiantes que quieran ir, que no son parte de nuestra escuela, tiene que llenar que le dan autorización para estar en este baile. Y eso sería todo.
And then we have Principal Appreciation Day coming up that haven't really decided what we're doing. And then Teacher Appreciation Week, that's a big one. So that's the 8th of May through the 12th. We ask parents if you have any donations or know of any companies that would be willing to donate any gifts. We like to do raffles throughout the week. We have a week planned for them of treats and gifts and things like that. So if there's any parents that come in and help volunteer for that day, that whole week, that would be wonderful.
El 1 de mayo tenemos la apreciación del director. El 8 de mayo al 12 de mayo tenemos la semana de apreciación para los maestros. Si usted quiere ser parte de esta semana para ayudar en hacer diferentes cosas bonitas para los maestros, enseñarles nuestra apreciación a los maestros, vamos a tener diferentes cosas o diferentes regalitos para los maestros. Si usted quiere ser parte, nos puede ayudar.
Thank you, Mr. All right, Ms. McKenna, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Well, since tomorrow starts Science CRT, which is a form of SBAC, and then next week we have for all 3rd through 8th graders, is SBAC starting all the way through May 2nd. I kind of found this, this is on the government website, and kind of some help with your child with test taking and even just succeeding in general in school. I thought this was some really helpful information. You might want to translate that.
Entonces, prácticamente aquí lo que ven en la pantalla, mañana vamos a empezar los exámenes de ciencia y luego la siguiente semana, prácticamente durante 2 semanas, vamos a tener puros exámenes para todos los niveles. Entonces, esto es prácticamente unos puntos en los cuales usted como padre o madre le puede ayudar a su estudiante para que le vaya lo mejor en los exámenes que le pueda ir.
So like the first one is, it's really important to talk to your kids about those state testing and kind of the reasons for them. A lot of the time kids think, if I don't pass this, I'm not going on to the next grade. That's not what they're for. It's really to give a gauge across the state to see how our kids are performing at our school compared to how kids are doing at other schools. And it does kind of give kids an idea of, okay, what are some of the areas maybe that they need to work on a little bit more.
Entonces, prácticamente lo primero es hablar de su estudiante referente al examen. Unos estudiantes piensan que a lo mejor si no paso ese examen o si no apruebo ese examen no voy a pasar al siguiente grado, que es incorrecto. Es muy importante porque nosotros nos comparan con otras escuelas para ver cómo nos está yendo conforme al nivel del grado que está su estudiante, ¿verdad? Sí, es un muy importante examen, pero no significa que si no lo aprueba no va a saltarse al siguiente grado.
Yeah, and some other advice, things like checking your kids' grades regularly on Infinite Campus, making sure that your child comes to school regularly, especially for the day of the test, make sure that they're well rested. Take those phones away from them at night so they're not up, on TikTok all night.
Entonces es muy importante que los estudiantes duerman bien la noche antes, que no estén en su teléfono toda la noche en TikTok, o que no estén mirando videos toda la noche, ¿verdad? Que descansen bien, que coman bien, para que les vaya bien en el examen.
Sure. And then even things like to help them with test anxiety, which is the worrying too much about doing well on a test. Things like encouraging your kids to take their time when they take the test, read the directions, use test taking skills like process elimination.
Entonces también ayudarles a los estudiantes, en veces los estudiantes se ponen muy nerviosos o tienen ansiedad cuando toman el examen, enseñarles que se pueden calmar, pueden respirar, diferentes técnicas para que puedan no se pongan muy nerviosos ni tengan mucha ansiedad al momento de tomar el examen, que estén tranquilos para que les vaya bien.
And if you have any extra concerns or your child is just not obsessing or constantly obsessing over the test and they're still worried about it, reach out to your child's counselor. They definitely can sometimes pull kids, have them talk about what they're feeling, and counselors can kind of help give peace of mind.
Sí, su estudiante específicamente se siente muy nervioso, nerviosa, tiene mucha ansiedad referente al examen o se siente mal tomando el examen, hable con la escuela para que uno de nosotros, de los consejeros, hablemos con ese estudiante, con su estudiante posiblemente para calmarlo, calmarla, para darle opciones y para ayudarle para tomar ese examen.
Perfect. Thank you.
And we also tried to pump them up and put posters and really get them excited and hopefully a little more at ease for these testings. Just for this yesterday, and the elementary admin went around giving the 5th graders Smarties with cute little notes. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
Entonces también nosotros como escuela le ayudamos a los estudiantes para que se sientan relajados, para que no se sientan con tanta presión cuando estén tomando este examen.
Thank you. And then Miss Cristina has been doing an amazing job keeping up with our resources Instagram page. We have an amazing relationship with many community partners that share all kinds of events that are taking place throughout the community. So please follow our Instagram page and
Si tiene
see all the
Instagram,
upcoming
puede
events.
seguir nuestra página en Instagram. Hay diferentes anuncios de todos los eventos que están pasando. También tenemos muchos organizaciones en la comunidad que nos siguen y que estamos asociados con ellos y nos está yendo muy bien en esa área.
And then April is Autism Awareness Month, and we do have these shirts for sale. They're $20 supporting autism, and then it has Matter shirt there. So you can get those at the front desk.
Abril es el mes de prácticamente del autismo, de promover el conocimiento del autismo. Entonces estamos vendiendo estas playeras. Si a usted le gustaría comprar una de sus playeras, la están vendiendo aquí en el Facebook.
People here can see it.
Y aquí la pueden ver, para que la puedan ver en la internet.
So our next PIC meeting is scheduled for May 3rd at 8:15.
La siguiente y última junta va a ser mayo 3 a las 8:15 y sería la última del año.
Last one. All right, now we're going to open it up to any questions.
La vamos a abrir para si ustedes, alguno de los padres tiene alguna pregunta.
Yes, that is this Friday. Yes.
La pregunta fue referente a la excursión a Disneylandia y va a ser este viernes.
There's any information for summer school this year?
I don't think we have anything set in stone yet. We typically do summer school, so I'm sure that'll be coming up soon. And I'll make a note of that.
La pregunta fue referente a la escuela de verano, si ya mandaron información. Sí vamos a tener escuela de verano, pero no tenemos exactamente la información de quién va a asistir o quién no va a asistir o cómo va a funcionar, pero Miss Olga ya hizo la nota de que posiblemente vamos a mandarlo muy pronto, la información.
Ms. McKenna, are there any questions in the chat?
One more question about this. Is it Friday and Saturday, or are they coming back that day?
To be honest with you, I was not even aware about this trip because it's a very small group of children that are going. I think there's only about 20 of them, but I can find out for you. I'm sure it's going to be a one-day turnaround trip. Yeah, they usually. It was for her marketing class.
Yeah.
Is your son going?
No,
Okay. I'll find out for you. Any questions in the,
¿Alguna otra pregunta a través de la internet?
I saw that there was, in the upcoming event, it was something about. It was the last, almost the second to last, I think, another type of appreciation. What was
It was the principal's appreciation and
And
then
the
it was the teacher's appreciation.
Yeah, principals is a day. That one's on the
Yeah.
first May.
And the other one's the week.
It's a Monday, and then the other one's for.
one day we did a video for Ms. Fairless of everybody just, saying why they appreciate their principal. Another year we did a whole parade. That was crazy. She said that was too much.
Oh.
So we have to figure out the in-between this year. But Teacher Appreciation Week is a big thing.
And we're gonna be sending out that list. The teachers, I sent that out yesterday. The teachers are filling out like their favorites. And that way then we'll post that on the website for the parents.
Vamos a estar mandando la lista de todos los maestros aquí que trabajan con nosotros para la semana de apreciación de los maestros. Y de nuevo, si usted quiere integrarse y ser parte de esa semana, puede integrarse con nosotros.
I have another question about the sports one. There are no like sports or activities of like
What
first
grade?
and second grade.
First or second grade, there is rec team, like recreational, but right now we don't have any coaches.
I
That's
know
what
they
we're
talked
missing.
about for next year doing like T-ball. So I think it's a matter of getting coaches for those grade levels, but definitely really building our baseball program.
Yeah, the competitive sports start from 3rd grade to 5th grade. So yeah, kinder, first and second, we really don't have any coaches for the little ones right there. Maybe next year it'll change.
You do have to. You're right. You're right. And they had their showcase and it was the elementary that won.
Yeah. Well,
All right. I think we're going to finish up and close up our meeting here, unless there's any questions.
¿Alguna otra
Oh,
pregunta?
there's 2 in the chat. Or is that? Oh, that was you. Just kidding. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us
Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros hoy día.
and we'll see you in May.
Nos vemos en mayo.